Hello.
Greetings and welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize for the slight delay in getting started. Technical issues with the computer this morning, or evening, this afternoon, whatever time of the day it is. I forget. I know it's sometime somewhere. That's all I do know. But I hope you guys are doing well. You guys have to bear with me, like I said, fixing a few technical glitches real quick. There we go. Get everything going, everything up and running, hopefully, so it'll work right. But it is Tuesday night, ladies and gentlemen. It is Turkey Week, so tonight we're just going to act a little goofy, have a little fun, test your little brain cells. Or actually, I should be pointing at your guys' head. Kind of hard to do from way back here, though. Shoot Sony? Yep, we want to shoot Sony again. What else? Bubbles is not with us. I got the house all to myself this week, at least till Friday. Which means I'll have to go watch it. I think I keep skipping that movie just because... I think I actually keep skipping the movie because I heard it's not really there. So I have to go back and watch the movie, see if I can find that line, or those lines, let's put it that way, those lines. Because yeah, the only one I could think of, and I knew the first one was a throwaway line in Star Trek Into Darkness, but you got to pay real attention to catch it. That's why when you said 2013 or 2011, I'm like, wait a minute. That movie didn't come out till 2013. I was thinking 2014 for some reason. And so I'm going to have to go catch it on Net. I think it's on Netflix. No, it's on Amazon. So I'll have to go catch it on Amazon some night. Oh.
We are watching or just watched that one.
I think that's the last one I haven't seen. Or maybe I have seen it and I just kind of threw it out of my memory. Because I know I've seen two of them.
Never noticed them before.
I think I've seen 2 Transformer movies, maybe 3. I think. So yeah, I might have to go back and see if I can find those lines. Just goes to show you Hollywood can't come up with anything original again. They have to take from every other bloody movie. Where are the creative people out there? That's my question. Where are all the creative producers, writers, directors, so on and so forth? They don't exist anymore. The funny thing is, I think, and I can't remember where I read this. I think this was back when I was doing a psychology class. There are only like 5 film types: man versus himself, man versus man, man versus nature, man versus man, and there are 2 more, and I can't think of what they are right off the top of my head. And it's kind of resoundingly true. It really is. But as I said, ladies and gentlemen, before we get started tonight with the list, I'm going to let you guys know, since Bubbles isn't here this week, Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, I have the house to myself. So it's going to be kind of lonely around here.
Leonard Nimoy, I believe, was the voice behind one of them.
Oh, okay. I wonder who from Star Wars they got to do the other line. That'd be if they dubbed him in, which is possible. Thanksgiving Day, we may do a bonus episode. We may actually do a bonus episode Thanksgiving Day. It will probably be one of the few where it's just to sit back, relax, have a little fun with you guys. Again, since I don't have a family to do Thanksgiving with around here. So I figure I might spend it with y'all. We'll see. Plus, it'll give you guys something to do besides watching football all day, right? Or at least for part of the day. You sit around the dinner table, you fill up your tummy, you sit down in front of the TV, the PlayStation, the YouTube app, and then we fill out your mind. There we go. You fill your tummy with turkey and ham and stuff like that, and then you fill out your mind with all the questions from around the world. Like I said, I may do it, I may not, I don't know, so just keep your eyes out. I'm not going to guarantee anything, because I did put together a possible Thanksgiving Day game. It's a brand new game, I've never used it. It will depend a lot on how many people are here if we broadcast. It's one I've been wanting to do.
Yes, please. Save me.
But it does require a lot of participants. It requires a minimum of go-away box. I think it requires a minimum of 8 up to 11 players. Like I said, it will probably not be a prize-oriented. Go away! I gotta point the. There we go. I keep forgetting I gotta point over here to beat the box up. Like I said, it probably will not be a prize episode. It'll probably be a test episode, a game test episode. Like I said, the fact is, A, Bubbles is not here, so I really have nothing to do. B, I will be off from work. So I will really have nothing to do. And C, or 3, AB3. Yeah, AB3. I have not watched an NFL game all year, partially because I knew where it was heading with all the complaints during the preseason. And I probably will not be starting this Thanksgiving. So we shall see. Like I said, I honestly don't know. But let's see. It's good to be back to work after 2 weeks off and no desk completed. That's the worst thing, is like I told myself I was going to spend the 2 weeks putting that desk together. Never happened. So I am so disappointed in myself. But let me think. So it's like 2 days I've been keeping busy. It's not really a short week. We basically probably get out early Wednesday-ish, maybe, depending on what my boss's mood is. Don't work on Thursday, and then have to go back into work on Friday because I'm not taking an extra day off for a discretionary day post-holiday. You know, when Christmas rolls around, that may be a different story. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, we may be here on Thursday. And like I said, I can't think of a reason why I won't be, but you can never tell. I do not know what time I will start, because, like I said,
What do you do for work?
IT, Justin, IT, which is ironic considering all the issues I have put up with on the home computer this past week. I had something else that was going to come to mind, and I can't remember what it was. I had one other thing to mention besides I'm going to beat my dog like a couple of times if he doesn't stay out of the garbage. Yes, animal lovers, you guys can get mad at me. I've always believed in spanking an animal when he does something wrong. Oh. I'm trying to think of what it was. Oh, I didn't put out a co-host
The
tonight.
cobbler's son often goes barefoot.
I didn't put crunch. I did not put out a co-host tonight. Shame on me. So, there's our co-host tonight. That is Hook, ladies and gentlemen. And now I gotta see what I just sent flying to the floor besides Gilbert and the bird. There we go. Go away! Go away! This is my box beating stick is what this is. There we go. Alright, put all my co-hosts back in the pile. Put Hook back where he belongs as my guest co-host tonight. I was going to try to stick him up here. I knew I was forgetting something, but he won't stay up the top. He doesn't like staying up here for some reason. He's a little too... He has no center of balance. There we go. Nope. Kerthunk. Oh well, Hook will just stay right on top of Osmandius. Hey bros, how are we doing, my friend? Okay, where was I? So, did I waste enough time chit-chatting about absolutely nothing today? I think I did. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that, it is time to start with the easiest part of the show, the four-letter word. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for a four-letter word that goes straight down, that you see covered by the white question marks.
Already. Hi bros, hi Arrow, and Justin.
I am thankful right now we're not getting anything more than cold weather. We have been getting cold weather galore, and I absolutely hate it. And I mean, I hate cold weather.
Hi Rob.
I am a southern boy through and through.
We got some yesterday but gone now, more coming.
We're getting rain. And my concern is it's going to be just cold enough to turn it into flurries. That is my primary concern. Is that it's going to get just cold enough to turn the rain into flurries or light ice. That's my big concern. Because it's down in the 35 tonight, I think. And it's supposed to rain tonight, so hopefully it won't rain till after the broadcast. But you never know. Oh, gotta move myself out of the way.
5 inches of snow.
Yuck! See, even if it was 0.25, much snow. Like I said, I am a southern boy. Give me 100-degree temperatures, and I'm a happy camper. I can live in 110-degree temperatures and not have a problem. But the moment it drops below 70, that's what you call sweater weather.
It's cold here. Arthritis isn't being nice.
And
Hi Inham.
Halloween stuff on my way. Oh,
Teal.
actually, we're gonna wear the one we haven't worn in a while. Maybe it'll bring my team some luck Saturday. I doubt it,
Brand.
but we can always hope. Put on the Southern Miss cap.
Bras.
Nope. Let's try that again. There we go. Go Eagles. That's all I can say. Even though we've stunk it up for the last 4 weeks.
Care. Red.
Or actually officially the last 5 weeks.
What's up?
Hey Rick, what's the good word? Around here it is nice and quiet. Bubbles is down visiting the turkeys in her family. I should say she's having turkey for Thanksgiving, and I don't mean the food when you cook. No, she's down in Florida with her family. If she's watching now, hi hon. That's all I can say. So again, ladies and gentlemen, right now we are doing segment number 1. We are looking for the mystery four-letter word right here. The first letter completes a word at the top. The second letter completes this word. Third letter completes here. The fourth letter completes there. I am, but I'm not, because basically I'm here solo. So it's like I'm not going to really be in the mood to cook anything. And someone explained to me when prices of ham and turkey shot through the roof. It never fails. It's like during the rest of the year, it's not a bad price. The moment Thanksgiving rolls around and Christmas. But like I said, Rick, my loneliness will probably be to your guys' advantage. Because like I said, as I'm here by myself, with me and the dogs, I will probably be doing a special Thanksgiving Day episode. And like I said, I use the word probably, so don't quote me on this. But I have no idea what time I'm going to start. It will not be an all-nighter, so it will probably be one of those about 8, whatever time I start by 8 o'clock. I'd wrap 8 o'clock because of you, dumb guy.
49 I'll be here.
Oh, see, you guys are killing me. You're killing me, Yoda. No, it's like basically a 9-pound turkey basically cost me $20. Or something close to that. 9.5 pounds cost me close to $20. But like I said, it's in the fridge. It's just me and Bubbles, or just me for now, so I have lots of leftovers. But like I said, I really don't want to do a lot of cooking Thursday. So I may not even cook the turkey. I may not even cook the turkey. I may just let it sit in the fridge till Bubbles gets back and she can decide when she wants it. Alright, we are down to 9 minutes on the mystery 4-letter word. And for those of you that are just dropping in and watching,
we got damn lucky last year was like that.
For those of you that are just joining in, I want to welcome you guys to Listwits. We're the only, and I can confirm this, interactive live game show network, live on PlayStation Plus, live on PlayStation, PS4 Live. We're the only live interactive game show on YouTube. Trust me, I went looking to see if anybody else does this, and they don't. It just is never done. So this is a one-of-a-kind program for you. We basically take all the best game shows and some of the worst that we can find from around the world that do not involve the host getting beaten up, slimed, or tortured, and we put it out for you. We have game shows from Australia, England, the UK, See, I can't even think today. Japan, the United States, Canada. We're working on a French one, sort of, if I can ever find another copy of this game to see if I got this thing right. And we basically adapt it to play over chats. Some of them are successful, some of them are not. Some of them have great ideas that just can't be done. Some of them are technical nightmares. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, everything we do is done on this little itty bitty laptop that you guys can barely see the top of right now. And every week, every night, or at least every Tuesday and every Saturday night, we give away prizes. Some of the prizes you see here in front of you, such as the What Just Happened game, right down here. We have Badass Zombie Killer, Epic Roll, all of which come from one of our quote-unquote sponsors, so to speak, even though they're not officially a sponsor. Battle Bin. They are basically a loot crate for card games, board games, and just all-around family fun. We have those three, which you can't see back over here. There's a pile of games, some of which came from Loot Crate. We have given away one that I can think of right off the top of my head, the Coven game. What else do we have over there? We have the Red November game that I really wanted to open, but I never actually opened it just to see what it is. Mage Wars, Iron Ale, and a few other things. In addition, we give away action figures. You can see one of them in front of you in the box. I'm not going to take him out at the moment. It is the Ozymandias piece from the Watchmen collection, right here. We also have in front of you the MODOK piece from Playmation. You may or may not be able to see the Batman. Well, you can see the Batman figure. We also sometimes just give away mini statues like the tiger or the zebra that's kind of off camera at the moment. So we try to do a full eclectic mix. I can't speak English today. I really can't. Eclectic mix of stuff. For instance, you cannot see over here by the Doctor Who painting, which does not go out. We got a pile of pops that are possible prizes. Wrestling figures. We have a Garfield figure. We still got a hoodie down here. What else? We give away old science fiction magazines. I have one of my collection stores. She basically has a ton of them, and I just buy whenever I feel like it. With such authors. Well, they are artists. As Isaac Asimov, Arthur C. Clarke, Ray Bradbury, Frank Abair. And what you can't see back behind you, we have various Gundam figures, NASCAR diecast cars, Hot Wheels cars, Mattel, Transformers, G.I. Joe. The list goes on and on of the things that you can actually win. And basically what it is if you participate, you'll get to the treasure chest. It has something in it. For instance, our Tuesday night, our list night, are basically a bunch of smaller items that include things such as a couple of wrestling pieces, non-sports trading cards. For instance, Fatality just won a set of the Roger Rabbit cards. Let's see. He's also got the Bumblebee statue. I think that was a large one. I think that was a large prize. Now, I will tell you guys, now we're down about 3 minutes left for the 4-letter word. There is one lesser known word on this list of 4. It is a legitimate word, but I do not tell you which one until it comes up. Oh, what else do we have we could talk about? We have Thundercats pieces. We have some DVDs. Just this, that, and the other thing. And like I said, it's basically whatever I find at our local Route 66 flea market that I like, that I think you guys will like, and I hope I'm right more often than not. It's basically yours, just for winning a game. Tonight, for instance, we will be doing the list. We have one prize list on the night, and behind one of the 10 items on the list, there's a big old sign that says prize winner. And if you pick that when we get to that list, it's yours. You do not pay shipping, you do not pay handling, you do not pay postage. It is basically on me to you, because these are things that I liked and I want to share them. There are certain things in my collection that I like that I'm keeping. For instance, my chess figures, my Doctor Who stuff, my Firefly stuff, my New Orleans Saints stuff. Those basically, once I get them, I keep them. I've had people ask me for this, not happening. I've had people ask for the Batman hat. Not happening. So it just depends on what I have that I put in for the collection. So that's for those of you that have never been here. We are here every Tuesday. We are here every Saturday, barring an act of God, an act of work, or an act of wife. Those are the only three things that I can think of, and an act of Sony. We'll call them act of the devil.
Draw.
When Sony's not working right, then it's kind of like, no show. Which has only ever happened twice. Once was YouTube's fault, once was Sony's fault. Usually, the Sony outage doesn't hurt. Usually. Sometimes it does, sometimes it does not. Oh, and we are down to about a minute left. Again, we basically, when the double zero or the quad zeros disappear off the board, the four-letter word is revealed. And again, if you get this four-letter word right, you get one shot at the vault as is. No extra numbers are removed from the vault. And right now, we have 4 times 8 is 32.
Grand.
Times 9 is 288. Times 9. 2, 7, 9, 7, 18. 2,592 possible combinations to the vault. So we have 2,592 possible combinations. So all you got to do is pick the right 4-digit number out of those possible 2,592 numbers. But I got a funny feeling this one is not going to be opening the vault tonight. Because I will be honest, nobody has been close. And the reason I say nobody is close is because, like I said, there is one obscure-ish word on here. Is a legitimate word per HarperCollins dictionary. And the timer has just run out. So we will not be opening the vault. This is one that got everybody apparently. And I will tell you right now, it's word number 2 on the list that will have everybody. Maybe not. If this is Swan, I'm going to apologize right now because my writing says it's something else. Alright, I owe somebody an apology, and I believe it is Emmingham. Because my clue word written down does not match what was behind the board. So Emmingham, I apologize. I apologize. Like I said, I have a completely, let's see if I can get it to move. You guys can't see it, but that word right there is not Swan. Alright, so I goofed. I better go back and check my other ones before the night is through. So, Emmingham. I'm wrong, like usual. I always am somewhere. Alright, Emmingham. With that, my friend, we get to give you a guess at the 4-digit combination to the vault. And I guarantee you the vault combination is right because it's only written on my notes. Hey, that one guy, what's the good word, my friend?
1958.
Alright, 1958. If the combination to the vault is 1958, the flashing light will appear at the top of the screen. If it is not 1958, we will have the solid light at the top of the screen. Ladies and gentlemen, is the combination to the vault tonight 1958? It was a very good year for wine, I do know that. Ladies and gentlemen, the combination to the vault is not 1958. Sorry, Emmingham. No vault opening tonight. Like I said, I feel like I goofed again. But I do that a lot. I really, really do at times.
Word of the day is uvula.
Too many letters. Too many letters for that one. All right, ladies and gentlemen. With that, we're going to get our sponsor in. And then we will get to the first of the list. I'm trying to figure out why I had a different word written there. And the funny thing is, the different word was a legitimate word, because it was actually, there was a really obscure word that was like right here that was good. Hi, Munchkin. Ladies and gentlemen, there is Bubbles on the chat line. And tonight, like I said, tonight we're doing 3 lists. The last list will be the prize list. And again, if you can find the correct item on the prize list, you will then get I gotta fix that advertisement too. Damn. I got all sorts of bugs. Buggy, broken sort of thing. Like I said, she's spending time with the turkeys. Ladies and gentlemen, one of our sponsors is the Macy Show. She is probably, and no offense to everybody else, she has basically moved to my all-time personal favorite streamer. It is not your kid's puppet show. I will tell you guys that right now. She hasn't been on in a while. The word, Justin, was swan. The word was swan. I had the wrong word written in my notes for some reason, and I don't know why. She is usually on Wednesdays about 5:30 when she's broadcasting, but I haven't seen Macy or Fraggle on in a while, although I know she's been playing Destiny again. I think she's been playing Destiny again. Now, before I go on, I got to wish a certain streamer who's streaming opposite me probably right now happy birthday. I knew I forgot something. Give me a minute. So, Moneymaker, just for you. There we go. Happy birthday to Mr. Moneymaker 254. If you guys want to see a guy that is funny, poignant, and likes to get in trouble a lot, catch Moneymaker after the broadcast, or even if you guys don't stick around and join in, catch him during the broadcast. It is his birthday today, at least according to everything I have on my calendars. So make sure you guys drop in and give him birthday wishes and birthday troubles. And one of these days, we're going to sneak up, we're going to get his phone number, and we're going to prank call him just for the fun of it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that, it is time for the first board of the night. Now, I don't think these are all going to be that hard, so this may not be a long episode. We shall see. Those of you that were here Saturday saw that we had a topic called board games. The game was the show was not about the board games you play. It was about the word board. Well, tonight we have board games. This time, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for those family games. With this being Thanksgiving and you're with the family, we're looking for the board games you would play with your family. So, again, these are the actual board games. There's no wordplay to these.
Clue. Light. Scrabble.
Scrabble is definitely on there, Eminem.
Checker.
Nope, no checker. No checkers either. Damn you, autocorrect, right?
Trouble. Guess who? Monopoly. Candyland.
Candyland is definitely on the list. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for 10 board games. These are actual board games you would play with friends and family. Back before they had video games, we had these things we call board games. I know most of you may not know what they are.
Chess. Chutes and ladders.
Nope, no chess, no chutes and ladders. And if you want to cheat, although I will say you probably won't have to for most of these.
Bingo, does that count?
Yeah, bingo would count. Because I used to have the old bingo game when I was a kid with the actual rolling wheel that you would literally use to wind up, and then when you stopped, it would literally roll one of the numbers out of it.
Monopoly.
If you want to cheat, but it's not going to help you, Board Games Geek or Board Games Geek. Board Games. I cannot speak English today. I really can't. They have pretty much every board game ever made put on that site. Now, my guess is number 2 and number 9. That's going to be my guess, but we shall see.
Sorry.
My guess will be number 2 and number 9.
My bingo game came with the box to shake.
See, mine came with the box, but it was basically all the box was the holder for the number pieces. Because the one that, and I had gotten this back when I was like in first grade from one of my classmates. It was a. You ever know when you have those really grade school crushes? She was my grade school crush, Gina. So I know you're not watching, but you were my first grade school crush. So again, we are looking for the board games that you would play with friends and family. And I will be honest with you.
I remember getting Chinese chess for Christmas.
I do not know how many players are on 1, 2, 3 of these.
Trivial Pursuit.
I honestly don't know how many players there are on 3. No. I'll take that back. Two of these. I don't know how many players was the max.
Ants in the Pants. Dad wants to know if that is his TV.
No, his TV is upstairs, remember? This is the one I got from one of my old shopping sprees.
Don't wake up, Dad.
You don't know Dad.
Trouble.
Dad does not sleep. But no, that one is not the one that Bubbles insisted I put up on the fireplace mantle.
9 Men Laws. Yahtzee. Pop-O-Matic.
Now I will tell you guys, these are all board games, the ones that are left. So there are no dice only games, and no card games. Just to let you guys know.
Memory.
Because I don't remember how many players are on number 2.
Guess who?
No, actually I can't say that either, because I think number 2 is a card game. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that one. I do remember that game. Don't Wake Up Dad. It had the little figure that would literally pop up. I forgot about that one. I'm trying to think. I think Number 2 may actually, depending on which version you have, is a board game or a card game. Because a couple of the... But everything else is board games only. I preferred Rock'em Sock'em Robots. I never had Rock'em Sock'em Robots, but I preferred Rock'em Sock'em Robot. Had a friend that did, and we basically would play that thing for hours. And hours and hours and hours and hours. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for 5 remaining board games. Or family games if you prefer. Again, like I said, before there was these things called PlayStations, we actually had to sit around the table and play games with boards and dice and cards and little pieces. It's a shame they don't do that anymore. Can you imagine how much happier a family would be if they would do that again? See, I think that was the end of the downfall of civilization. I think that was the end of civilization as we know it, when families quit playing board games together. That's just my little opinion. I like video games. Video games are great if you don't have family around to play with. But if you do, if you got kids, just spend an hour a week playing some of these games you guys are naming. Although I wouldn't do Monopoly.
Apples to apples.
Because Monopoly, you have a family that's just like, when does it end? When does it get over?
Pictionary.
Now, see, Scattergories was my favorite. I loved Scattergories. And if I ever find one at the flea market, it will be bought. It will be a prize. Of course, it has to be all there. Because Scattergories was the game that basically you could have as many people playing as you wanted. Because all you needed was that one little 23-sided, was it? I think it was a 20-sided die. That's all you needed was that, paper, and pencils. That was it. And it was, in my opinion, the greatest family game ever made.
Yay, my nephews start getting bored during the game.
Yeah, stay away from Monopoly. But if you guys have kids, spend an hour a week away from the TV, away from the video games, and just have a family game night. You would be surprised how much it helps the family. Yes, here I am playing doctor. I'm not going to say where I got my license from, though. I'm playing family counselor. But yeah, there were a ton of games that have been named, because I can only use those.
Jenga. Stratego.
Oh, Bubbles! Stratego was definitely on there. Stratego was the game that, like, if you looked at it, it was like easy. Once you played it, it's like, this is a lot harder than it looks. So we are down to 4, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see, we're 10 minutes in, we got 6. So we're getting about 1 a minute. Oh, Dad's guess. But yeah, I love Stratego. I think of the 10 I put on here, Stratego or number 10 are my favorites. Stratego or number 10 would be my two favorites.
Clue.
I had a chance to pick up a Jumanji game when I was at the toy fair, the Toy Man show, and I didn't do it. I almost did, but he had like 3 games I really wanted, and I didn't have the budget for. He had Jumanji, he had the Break the Bank game that was based on the TV show, and he had the game, the Star Wars board games. Oh no, not the Star Wars. Well, he had them. He had the Battlestar Galactica board game. And it was like, you don't know how hard it was for me not to buy that for me. The only catch is I couldn't buy it for me because it's basically just me and Bubbles. So I couldn't see us playing those games, just the two of us.
I think I ran out of the board games I know.
Well, like I said, if you want some help, check out Board Game Geek. It's either Board Game Geek or Board Games Geek. I can't remember.
Broadside.
They'll give you a huge list.
Poker.
Now, if you're playing poker with your family, HBK, I'm going to worry about your family. But no, there are no, like I said, there is one game on here that is a card game of sorts.
Pointless. Taboo.
I don't think, did they have a pointless board game? I doubt they had a pointless board game. Crosswinds, I could see them making one for. I know they made one for Hollywood Squares. They made the ones for Jeopardy, which I have in the pile. Oh, see, I love Cooties. I loved the game of Cooties. And one of my guys at the Route 66 flea market actually has the Cooties box, but I think he's missing like a couple of the chin pieces. Or I think he's missing one of the chin pieces.
I played with my family, but there are no kids.
Okay, that's one way you can play poker legally. But yeah, if you had kids, poker would not qualify. Other than to teach them math skills. That would be the only thing. You're going to have to do me a favor and send me a picture of it. I would love to see, because like I said, it's probably my favorite British game show. I want you to send me a picture of that one, Em. I love that game on TV, and if they made a board game for it, I would be ecstatic. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for board games you play with your family. And like I said, the reason I picked this topic tonight was because it's Thanksgiving week. Most of you guys will be spending time with your family. Instead of spending time with your family, sitting back and watching football, spend time with the family. If it's not board games, go out and play catch with them. Go out and play frisbee, tag, whatever. It's actually called Go. It's not called the Go game. It's actually called Go. And it is considered by many to be the ultimate strategy game. It is considered by many to be the ultimate strategy game. I still never figured out all the rules to it. I just know it comes with a zillion little pebble stones and a big board.
It's been out over here 2 years or more.
I'm gonna have to go looking for a photo for that one.
Apples.
But it said basically Go is probably the world's best unwinnable game. Even though it's actually winnable.
Othello.
Now see, that was my uncle's game. My uncle could beat anybody at Othello. I don't know how he was that good at it. But my uncle was like incredible at Othello. He's like the one guy I would play that I couldn't beat.
Dominoes.
I could beat everybody else in my family when we played it. And I would lose some, obviously. But if you played my uncle and Othello,
Dogs.
forget it. And if you ever, and my uncle would joke about putting money on it, and my mom's like, "Don't you dare! Don't you dare!" So we are down to 3 board games, ladies and gentlemen. And like I said, number 4, and I think, or these are the three I thought would be the hardest. Actually, we saved the 4 hardest ones till last, in my opinion.
Shuffleboard. Parcheesi. Rumpkins.
So again, like I said, if you guys are with your families this week, hopefully many of you are for Thanksgiving, go to the closet, see if you have any of these. Pull them out. Just get together as a family and have fun. No football. Yes, I'm saying don't go watch football.
Batman Escape from Arkham.
Nope, that one is not up there, Emmingham, even though that was the vault prize. The last vault prize that Mark won.
Monopoly. You guys are my family.
Well, like I said, for this week, you guys probably will be mine. So like I said, Thursday I will probably be spending Thanksgiving with you, while Bubbles is down stuffing her face with turkey and ham and deviled eggs and cornbread and stuffing and cranberries and whatever else her grandma cooks up for her. Who's doing the cooking anyway, Bubbles? That's my question. And just to let you know, Bubbles, since you're watching, I did pick up a turkey to cook, but as I'm here by myself, I probably won't cook it, so it'll probably be in the fridge when you get back. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for 3 more board games.
Brain Quest, LOL.
I kind of remember Brain Quest. I can't remember if that actually qualified as a game or if a board game, or if it qualified as just as a mental exercise thing.
It will need the time to thought. What's my line?
Now, see, that would be a great party game. What's my line will be the great party game. Because I missed Fosho's Scenes from a Hat episode. I think he did it yesterday. And I was like, I come home and I was just too exhausted. Because I got home yesterday.
I won't see Graham. Other side of the family.
Oh, okay.
Who wants to be a millionaire?
I came home yesterday because I had to take Bubbles to the airport like at 4 o'clock in the morning. And then I went straight to the office. And I basically, at the office, I basically was like fine till about 2 o'clock. And then I started dragging. Got everything I needed to get done. I got home, flipped on the TV, watched one movie, and I'm like, I'm off to bed. I think I watched Judge Dredd. The bad version of Judge Dredd. The Sylvester Stallone version of Judge Dredd. And I'm like, I can't do it anymore. I'm going to sleep. As soon as I hit the bed pillow, I was out.
Discworld Simon the Sorcerer. Beat the parents.
Yeah. I was good at doing that in most games. I beat them a lot. So again, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that have never watched the show, I want to welcome you guys to List Wits. We are the only interactive game show live on PlayStation, live on YouTube. We are a one-of-a-kind thing. Everybody else does it in studio. They bring in their friends, their family, and various people they know. not us. We want you guys to be the players, the contestants, and the winners. And again, every Tuesday, every Saturday, we give away something. For it. Now that's a good one. Payday's a good one, and I'm surprised I hadn't seen it prior. We give away something every Tuesday. We give away something every Saturday. Tuesday night, you got a shot at the vault one time. And we basically give away one of our mini prizes on our prize list. Now, you know the other one I liked was the marble drop. I love the marble drop. I can't think of the name of that one though. And basically all it was you put a bunch of sticks in the little thing, and then you basically dropped a ton of marbles on top of it, and you pull the sticks out one by one.
And now for something completely different.
And you basically scored every marble you dropped, and the goal was to be the one with the fewest marbles. Kerplunk. Kerplunk was the one I was trying to think of. Love that game. But see, this is one of those lists that just bring back a lot of fun memories. Like I said, because I saw Jenga up there. I haven't played Jenga in forever. Saw a bunch of games that I loved. I love chess. I love checkers. I love Chinese checkers. Life. Monopoly. But we played it by the rules. When we played Monopoly, we did you're not buying it? Okay, auction it. Yeah, Twister would count. Hey, heroes, how are we doing, my friend? Are you back in Belgium yet? I just lost my train of thought. Trivial Pursuit. Oh, Monopoly. See, we play by the real rules. If you ever actually read the rules of Monopoly, there are a million things in there people don't do. For instance, if you land on a property and you don't buy it, it automatically goes up for auction.
Crossfire.
The trick was,
yes, I am a weak now.
Don't buy the property and then see if you could get it at auction for less than what the board price was. And if nobody offered, you made a steal. And then there are rules like what was the other key rule? There was one other key rule that nobody plays by, but is actually written on the original pamphlet. And for those of you that don't know, there's actually a pre-Monopoly version of Monopoly. It was called Millionaires Club, I think. It did not have a board, so it was pretty much all cards. And one of the guys at my flea market actually has it.
What's the one with the timer and you put all shaped pegs in their places before the timer goes off?
Perfection.
If it does, all the pieces popped out.
That one is Perfection. That one to me was just too easy. You basically had to set that thing for like 30 seconds for me not to be good at that one.
Storage Wars.
So again, ladies and gentlemen, it's our Thanksgiving week. If you guys are with your families, Thursday, don't turn on the football games. Play games with your family. We're giving you 10 possible games right here to play with, and you guys are listing a ton of them that I didn't include.
Well done for me. Lol.
Now, basically, because the timer was 1 minute, and on Perfection, if you gave me more than 40 seconds, I wasn't losing that game.
Skid Row.
And I am not the most ambidextrous person, but it was like I had this natural shape recognition. It was like I could just feel it and I knew where it went. Now, if you ask me to play Operation, I was horrible at it because even as a kid, I was always like hyper. So my hands were always shaking and moving.
If I could, I watch football, but I have to work.
No, it's because no football. Spend time with family. Maybe if you watch like part of the game after you eat, but then don't watch the whole game. I know that sounds bad to say, and the NFL is not going to be happy with me for saying that.
Drug test the perfection competitors. Tried that one earlier, Bubbles. Password.
I liked Password. I also like the Hollywood Squares game. I like the Jeopardy game, which again, we have as a triple prize pack for some of you that don't know. We actually have a 12th edition, a 14th edition, and I think the 9th edition. No hints. No hints. We still got plenty of time left. Got plenty to talk about. Talking about you guys making your recipes, which nobody has shared any yet. Come on. We got 2 days till Thanksgiving. What is some of your favorite Thanksgiving recipes? And like I said, I have given one hint. I think there's one game on here that is kind of a board game or a card game. There's like 2 variants of it, I believe.
Double trouble.
But other than that, that's the only hint you guys are getting for now. We still got plenty of time. Plenty of time. I feel like Chris Jericho. Ever.
Giblet gravy. Dominion. S'more pie.
Ooh, I want some s'more pie. That's what I want.
Fish. Candied carrots.
Candied carrots? Well, I suppose. I don't think I've ever done candied carrots. No, I will take that back. I think I have done candied carrots once. But that was back when I was living with my mom, so it was like a long time ago.
Yams with raisins and marshmallows.
Oh, see, now that I can do. Yams with raisins and marshmallows, I could do a lot of. I love starchy foods. Potatoes, rice, yams, so on and so forth. You put marshmallows on them? What I loved was sweet potato pie with the marshmallow topping and the raisins sprinkled on. That was my Thanksgiving dream food.
Raisins.
Mm-hmm. That was my favorite part of any Thanksgiving meal my mom ever made.
By University Games.
Cool. I'm gonna like I said, I'm definitely gonna go look that one up.
In this jumble of letters is the name of the world's most famous baby doctor. Can you find it? Now you
And ironically, Yoda Dream Girl mentions Dominion. Actually, where is it? Somewhere in the prize pile. Or maybe that one got awarded. Oh, I think that one got awarded.
Hated stuffing, but now I like it. Rise of Empires.
Yeah, that's right. The Dominion game is actually going to Yoda's Dream Girl.
5-cup salad, my dad's version of ambrosia.
That was what it was called. It was ambrosia. So, yeah, sweet potato pie or yam pie with marshmallows and raisins. It was called ambrosia. I remember that.
Hi ho to Rio.
So again, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for 3 board games, and in the meantime, we're talking about Thanksgiving food, Thanksgiving traditions. What are you guys thankful for? Let's put that one on. Although I might save that question till Thursday, if I do a Thursday broadcast with you, my PlayStation Live family. Because like I said, I don't work. Bubbles is down in Florida, so I'm not going to do a lot of cooking for myself.
Bonanza.
So we may do a game broadcast, and like I said, I got one I would like to do. We'll do a test broadcast of the 21st question, but my Thanksgiving version of it still has one question I think I have to figure out.
Ambrosia was fruit and whipped cream. Hi, Chapel.
No, see, for some people, ambrosia was fruit and whipped cream. For my mom, when she made it, she made the sweet potato yam
D&D is a
pie.
tabletop game, ergo, D&D board game. Rah.
Yeah, D&D would actually count. D&D would actually count. And she put the marshmallows on it and the raisins on it, and that's what she called ambrosia.
Aggregation.
But that may be because my mom was British and she called it differently than the Americans were used to calling it. I know of another game, it's not aggregation, but I do know of another game with marbles that moved around a board. I wonder if you're thinking of the other game, that one. Yeah, that one. I actually owned that one as a kid. That was probably our family's most played game. And
That's yam pie.
And that one got us in a lot of fights. Believe it or not, aggravation got us in a lot of fights. Because the rules of aggravation were to get to the safe zone, you had to roll exact numbers.
My name wrong and call me Ambrosia.
And you would be right there at the last square, and you'd need the 1 to get in to win the game. And every time you get there, they would land on your square and send you back. And I was like, ah! And then you have to go all the way around again, and you do it again. You get right there, you need the 1, can't get in. Alright, we're down to 11 minutes on the board, ladies and gentlemen. Uh-oh. Justin, you getting in trouble at the office? Shame on you. So, for those of you that will be with us Thursday, again, if we're broadcasting, think about the things you're thankful for, because we're going to be asking that. And it will probably be a lot of the broadcast.
Ticket to Ride. Caping.
And like I said, I can't remember how many players there were on game number 2. Let's go see real quick.
Mastermind.
Wow, I did not realize number 2 was that old.
Ambrosia tinned rice pudding.
I haven't had rice pudding in forever. Of course, I still have like powdered custard sitting upstairs in the cupboard that I haven't opened in ages. Really? Ouija? You're going to spend your family time playing Ouija, Bubbles.
Dice Run.
Although we did have one, my dad refused to let us play it or play with it. He basically, that was one of the few things he actually burned.
Pumpkin pie.
Because he said it was evil. Evil. God, I feel like one of the red skeleton characters with the hat up like this. Ooh. Hayseeds Calhoun. Is it Hayseeds or Haystack? Can't think of his name right now. Hey, just need my blade of grass and I'll be set. Yeah, it's Hayseed. Yeah, it was Hayseed something. Electrocution. It sounds familiar, but I don't remember that one.
Cards Against Humanity.
Alright, so I will take back the card comment. These are all board games, just so you know. So they all have a board to them. Number 10 is probably the one that has the largest board to them.
Apples to Apples.
One of these games is for 2 players only, and one is for multiple players. You could play 2 to about 7, I think, on both of them. Maybe 2 to 5 on one of them. See, I don't ever think I played Apples to Apples. That one I don't think I ever played.
Battleship.
Nope, Battleship already came off the list, right there. And we are down to 8 minutes on the list. The first list, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, I will be...
Evolution. EFIT.
I do know the Evolution game. EFIT. Try to remember EFIT. I don't remember EFIT.
Would you rather?
Actually, I think we had a copy of Would You Rather and we gave it away. I think Would You Rather was one we had and was already awarded. I think Chris got that one. I think. No, Chris got the Zabmondo game.
I asked the cops and they said that now is no time for a game as mill. Shut the box.
Justin getting in trouble. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for 3 board games. And we are down to about 7 minutes. Like I said, the timer goes like an extra 30 seconds. So one reason I kind of always let the first 30 seconds run off before I click the panel cover.
I have one, but I am drawing a total blank on the name. It's Cards with the Pegboard.
That would usually be cribbage.
Cribbage. Shove H. Penny.
And I actually had that one. I still have that one somewhere here. I thought about like putting it up for the prize, but I don't know what in the prize pile of the smalls. But I honestly don't know where it is. Because it was a nice wooden board. It was about as wide as your typical laptop, or as long as your typical laptop is wide. And about 3 or 4 inches wide, and it was nicely made. I mean, like I said, I had it when we moved up here, and I don't ever know what happened to it. Because that's where the term skunk came from. That's the term where rabbit came from. And there was another animal. And I'm trying to think of what the other animal was that was used. No, maybe it was just skunk and rabbit. But you could rabbit somebody in the game, and you could skunk somebody in the game. And that's where those terms came from. If you skunk somebody, it was from playing cribbage.
All the time. Miss Himlot's Mill.
I don't remember the rules to cribbage anymore. It's been so long. I want to say it was pokerish. But don't quote me on that.
I need a cribbage board again. Gonna have to make me one.
Like I said, I had one somewhere.
Why does my phone have a smiley face button on the keyboard?
Because it's laughing at you, Justin. That's why. I vaguely remember the game of Bankruptcy. Just vaguely remember that one.
Mastermind.
I liked Mastermind, but it was kind of like a...
Pinko.
I actually preferred the letter version, where you made the word, sort of like how Fallout uses for the terminals,
Typical technological backtalk.
or like Lingo uses on the game show. I always preferred the word version. The only catch with the word version was it was easier to solve once you found a couple of the letters. Whereas the color version was much harder because there was no... Only one at a time, Miguel. One at a time. I never had Balderdash. I don't think I ever played it. I was told it was a lot of fun. I vaguely remember Say Anything.
Scotland Yard. I3 Fallout. Look at my YouTube videos. Big smile.
Now, I prefer 221B Baker Street, the game, to Scotland Yard.
Sexcapades. Trivial.
I don't know why. Maybe it was because I was a Holmes fan more so than a
Bungle.
Detective Overall fan when I was little. But I always preferred the 221B Baker Street game. Probably because it was like more, there was more to do in that one.
Deleted Benghazi emails. Fun game. Pictionary. Dictionary.
Oh, we're not even going to go in that direction, Justin. We're not even going in that direction. Dixian. Don't know that one. So again, guys, just so you know, and there have been a lot of board games that were thrown out here. No Sleepy. This week is Thanksgiving. Things to be thankful for. Time to spend with your family. Rather than, and I've said this pretty much all episode, rather than sitting there watching football and telling the kids to go play,
You want to be a millionaire.
pull out a couple of board games. Play with your kids. Play with your families.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Have a little fun as a family get-together. Enjoy having them there. You only spend, what, 1, maybe 2 holidays a year with them at most? Make this one
Family
count.
Feud.
Make this one count. Spend time with your uncles, your aunts, your cousins, your nephews, your nieces, your parents, your second cousins 3 times removed,
Don't break
the
the ice.
in-laws. Enjoy yourself with the family. Do family things. Now, we're down to about a minute left.
Thunderbirds. LOL, play with your kids. Sorry.
I will tell you guys right now, two of these are actually pretty old, or reasonably old. One of them is a lot more recent, but it's about something pretty recently old.
I'm having Thanksgiving with my boss. LOL.
Well, see, then you're playing with the big kids.
Money says cheers to you for this stream.
Hey, Michael, how we doing, my friend? Mr. Mayor, guys, and like I'm still trying to get Mr. Mayor to give me a regular schedule when he's on. Make sure you guys catch out Mr. Mayor. He's probably the most unique streamer out there. whatsoever. And again, like I said, happy birthday to Moneymaker254. Like I said, guys, make sure you go drop in and see him. If you guys get bored of the games, go see him, say hi, tell him happy birthday. Because like I said, we already gave him one birthday wish. There's 2 birthday wish. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the timer has run out. It is time to reveal the 3 missing games that you guys did not come up with.
Axis and Allies.
Oh, Bubbles, you got one? Way late. Even though it only says Ally, it's supposed to say Allies. I had this game. This was the first game I ever spent big money to buy. Because when it first came out, it was like a $60 board game. I actually bought a reduced price $40 version of it. Now the other 2 were actually from the 1950s, is when they were first created. Number 2 was the game for 2 to 7 players, and it worked very similar to Risk. The game was Diplomacy. I think it was first created in 1954, had a resurgence back in like the 70s or 80s, and it kind of slipped back on everybody's mind. But Diplomacy is a lot of fun if you get some people. If you're at college, you can get a group of people that just like that type of game. Diplomacy is actually a lot of fun. And number 9, I did not think anybody was going to come up with. The only person I thought that might come up with it would have been Yoda's Dream Girl. But even that would have been a reach because, again, it was a 1960s game. Number 9 was Mystery Date. Mystery Date. So we had Scrabble, Diplomacy, Risk, Sorry, Battleship, Go, Candyland, Stratego, Mystery Date, and Axis and Allies. And again, just as my PSA, if you are spending quality time with your family for Thanksgiving, go find a board game. Go pull it out. Have fun with them for one day. Like I said, I still believe our society would be a lot better if kids played more board games with their family than they played video games by themselves. Just my little opinion in the world. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the board game list. So, with that, we're going to pull up the next advertisement. And I will be back in 1 second. Or 2 seconds.
I was seriously trying to think of Mystery Date when the cops showed up, sad. Monopoly is evil.
Alright, sorry about that, folks.
Nothing throws off my concentration quite like the fuzz.
I think we're going to try sweet tea and citrus vodka. As soon as I figure out where my citrus vodka is. Strange combination, but you never know. It might actually work. Oh! Hey, KTG, how we doing, my dear?
Alrighty.
I gotta fix that. I gotta figure out why those last bottom words are not coming up on the screen. I think the size is wrong.
That's good.
So, like I said, sweet tea and citrus vodka. We're gonna see how this works. Taking these a little more mixy. I got more vodka than sweet tea on that one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that, it is time for list number 2. And list number 2 is pretty much non-Thanksgiving oriented. As much as I wanted it to be, I just couldn't come up with...
Monopoly is fun played with real money.
Yeah, but you gotta have like $11,000 to play with real money. So, ladies and gentlemen, for list number 2, we are looking for famous Peters. Ozymandias. So we are looking for famous Peters.
Some of us don't have 1500 to play around with.
Exactly.
Scolari.
So we are looking for
Peter Parker.
all these phrases start
Blue Peter.
with Peter.
LOL. Pumpkin Eater. Peter Griffin.
So we are looking for famous Peters. And I'm going to guess number 3 and 8. I'm going to guess number 3 and number 8.
Peter Pepper. Peter Paul Mary.
Oh, nice call, Miguel. Very nice call.
Peter the Great. Peter Pick a Pickle.
I thought about picking number 2 as the hard one, but I'm like, no, somebody's going to know that group. Somebody had to know Peter, Paul, and Mary. I'm gonna write something down just to see. I want to see how many people guessed that one and how many guessed the right one.
Peter Frampton. Jackson.
I actually thought about Peter Gabriel, but I liked my number 1 choice better because I think it's a harder choice. Because I had Peter Gabriel in my number 1 slot.
Peter, Jesus Wingman from that one book that people die over. Fonda. Peter Gunn.
I forgot this was actually on the list. So this.
Peter
Oh,
Jackson.
nicely done, HBK.
Cottontail.
I saw a couple of Peter Rabbits, but that's the first Peter Cottontail that came up. So again, guys, while we're not doing a Thanksgiving list, so no mentions of Thanksgiving. Like I said, if you guys are going to drop in and out, or if you're leaving, make sure you guys head over, visit Moneymaker, and give him some good old birthday wishes.
Peter Pan. Peter Thomas.
And if you know me, you should know number 10. I'm going to give you guys a hint right off the bat.
Peter out.
If you know me, you should know
Peter
number 10.
Springfield. Peter who you robbed to pay Paul.
So again, we are looking for famous Peters. These are all start with Peter.
Peter J. Peter Gabaldi. Peter Gabriel. Peter Capaldi.
Peter Capaldi is who we were looking for, not Gabaldi.
Peter Wahlbarger.
Doctor Who had to make my list. And like I said, I still think 3 and 8 will be the hardest 2 up here. But we shall see.
Peter the Magic Dragon. LOL.
No, it's only Pete the Magic Dragon, not Peter the Magic Dragon. Because I was like, do I want to put Pete the Magic Dragon on? I'm like, no, I wrote Peters. We're going to stick with Peters.
Pettigrew. Peter's Pence.
Oh, I like that one, Justin. I wish I had thought of that one. Peter Pettigrew would have been a good one. And I would have probably called him one of my harder options.
Peter O'Toole.
Peter O'Toole is definitely on the list. One of the great British actors. So we are down to number 1, number 3, and number 8. And probably the hardest 3, I think.
Peter Wirt. Peter Dowd.
So again, we are looking for,
Pete's
they all
Dragon
start
actually.
with Peter. Yes, Pete's Dragon. And like I said, I wanted to use Pete's Dragon, and I'm like, no, I can't do that. I can't do it because we're looking for famous Peters. And again, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are just joining us, I want to welcome you guys to List Wits. We are the only live interactive game show on live from PlayStation or YouTube. Nobody else does this. We are here every Tuesday night with the list, which is basically we put together 3 lists of 10 items, 3 subjects. The last list is always a prize list. And then on Saturday night, we have the list, we have an open game, and we have a closed game. And basically what we do is we take some of your favorite game shows, Blockbusters, Concentration, Card Sharks, Cash Trap, Cash Cab, Jeopardy, so on and so forth. And we kind of adapt them so we can use them on PowerPoint. Everything we do is a PowerPoint presentation. And we basically give away stuff to you guys, no charge. And we do not charge you for shipping, we do not charge you for handling, we do not charge you for postage, we do not charge you for the items. For instance, as you guys can see here, we have the little mini 6-pack of Minions figures. We have a MODOK Playmation figure. Inside the box, under Hook, we actually have from the... Get up here, Hook. We have from the Watchmen collection, Ozymandias. And I said I wasn't going to open this, but I think I am. Just to show you guys some of the stuff you can win.
3. Peter Schaefer.
We have the Ozymandias figure. Like I said, if Nerdy was here, he would be drooling on this.
Emoji disappointed face, emoji face with stuck out tongue.
Yeah, KTG and Mark would kill you if I started charging shipping and handling. And again, now I don't usually say this, but if you guys have something you want to give away as a prize, if you guys collect something and you want to share it, we will be more than happy to take it and put it on the air and share it as a possible prize.
Peter Fall.
For instance, Macy Fraggle, she sent me a box of Halloween stuff. And basically, I think Justin has the...
Damn it. Take my money.
Justin has the zombie game that comes courtesy of Fraggle. What else was in her pile she gave? I'd have to go back and look at the Instagram account. Oh, nicely done, KTG. Peter and the Wolf, number 3. In which Peter and the Wolf, for those of you that don't know, is probably my favorite classical piece of music.
And
And every instrument in Peter and the Wolf in the symphony represents a different animal. I want you guys to remember that because there are questions about that in various trivia games at some point. It's basically what animal is represented by the violin in Peter and the Wolf? What animal is the oboe represent?
Peter Sellers. Peter Jennings.
Peter Sellers is definitely on the list. Inspector Clouseau. And for those of you that don't know, the Pink Panther was not supposed to be about Peter Sellers and Inspector Clouseau. But he was so over the top, and the directors and the actors loved what he did, that he got turned into the focal point for Panther 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I can't remember the names of them right off the top of my head.
Peter Finch.
They tried so hard to make the son of the Pink Panther that it bombed. You cannot duplicate the comedic genius of Peter Sellers and the Pink Panther movies. But believe it or not, Pink Panther, the original movie, was not supposed to be about Peter Sellers. It was supposed to be about David Niven and Robert Wagner. Or Robert Wagner. And he just basically stole every scene.
Peter Graves.
And ironically, I think supposedly at one point David Niven was supposed to be Inspector Clouseau. And they basically said that. And they basically said, no, you're the star, you're our thief. Little did they know. So we are down to one Peter. And if I thought about it, I probably should have made number 1 the hardest.
Peter Shilton. Peter Bjorn and John. Peter Wentz.
Alright, give me a moment. I gotta check something on my phone real quick.
Peter George.
Now this is a game show where you not only get a chance
Peter
to win
Parker.
prizes, but also this 45.
Peter Parker already came off, number
Peter Mark
8.
Roger. Peter the Great.
There we go. Kept wondering why it was.
Peter Fonda.
Peter Fonda is a good one. Peter Fonda kind of lost out to me because I was more of a fan of Peter Sellers. But again, I had, I don't know if I still have it, somewhere, the entire collection of Pink Panther movies. I have the entire collection of Pink Panther movies on DVD somewhere.
Peter Green.
Although I have to give somebody credit, because somebody said Peter Graves earlier, and I was a huge Mission Impossible TV show fan. Hello, Spaceman Steve! How are we doing, my friend? How are these signals from the Google Institute?
Oh, nice. I'm a huge Peter Sellers fan. Peter
Like I said, I've got the entire first 4 Pink Panther movies.
Peter Cook.
The one I don't have is the Curse of the Pink Panther, the 5th one where he died. So they basically tried to rewrite the whole movie about him disappearing. I'm trying to remember if it was Curse of the Pink Panther or Trail of the Pink Panther. I want to say it was Trail of the Pink Panther. Trail of the Pink Panther.
Peter Stormare. Graves. Peter Steele.
Nice try, Bubbles. I already mentioned Peter Graves. So again, we are looking for one last famous Peter.
Peter Barnes.
And like I said, I'm not surprised number 1 is the hardest one on here. Alright, I had to make sure I had my vault prize lied away. Now, I don't have the app running. Why are you disconnecting? Nope, not Peter. Peter Criss is a good one. Let's see how many people know who Peter Criss is. Oh, and I found me a new radio station today. Nope, no Peter Boyle. It is basically my favorite radio station is a 70s, 80s rock and roll one. And they turned into Christmas all the time, the day after Halloween. Doesn't make me happy. Does not make me happy. See this face? Oh, HBK finishing it off. Peter Cetera, the musician. So we finished off the Peter list. We had Peter Cetera, Peter, Paul, and Mary, Peter and the Wolf, which I really thought was going to throw everybody off for a while, Peter Pan, Peter Cottontail, Peter Pumpkin Eater, Peter Parker, Peter Sellers, Peter O'Toole,
Isn't he like a one-hit wonder?
and Peter
The
Capaldi.
list has officially petered out.
Oh, I like that one. I wish I had thought of that one before you had said that. Actually, he had 3, I think. I want to say 3 for him. And like I said, I took Peter Gabriel off actually for Cetera. Don't ask me why I did. I just did. I think I was like, wasn't comfortable with Gabriel and Sellers on the same list for some reason, and I was keeping Sellers. All right, ladies and gentlemen,
I got 3.
the Peter list has been done. That sounds wrong in so many ways. Oh my God, that does sound wrong in so many ways. All right, while he's here, Steve, I wanted to show you something, and I wanted your opinion before I go too much farther. As you know, I will come back to this. I don't know if you had ever seen this yet, so bear with me 1 minute.
Check mine first, haha.
Browse. I don't know if you had seen this, but you are now officially one of the sponsors of the Listwitch Show. And basically the sponsors are some of my favorite streamers that are unique, different, out of the ordinary. They don't do the same sit on the couch and basically play their music on their phone. But I had been working on this for a while, and when Dr. Jekyll took his hiatus,
I hope you will be there.
I will definitely be there because we are not bowling this Friday. Basically, Thanksgiving holiday we take off. So I will definitely be watching streams Friday night. So it's basically, if Nerdy's on, I'll be watching Nerdy, then I'll go catch Ron, and then I'll jump there on yours. But you are now officially one of my quote-unquote advertised streams on the Listwitch Show. And like I said, I'm not happy with the darkness on the pictures. I got to fix this up a little bit. And I had to use the Dave picture. I love the picture with you and Dave.
I'm using in the episode.
I love the picture with you and Dave. I couldn't resist using that picture. Although I'm still trying to figure out who your new buddy was on the little promo commercial that you did. Was it? It looked like a gerbil, but I wasn't sure.
I see. Aye. Thanks for the plugs, buddy. Oh, that's great.
But yeah, your ad will show up on a rotation with the other guys. Right now, like I said, it goes with Moneymaker, Nerdy, GQ Smooth, Ron, Macy, and Dr. Jekyll when he comes back. I think that you guys are my big six that I plug over and 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 over.
Was that a hedgehog? Is it a live raccoon?
I thought it was a gerbil, but I wasn't sure because I was in such a rush of putting together tonight's, having so many technical issues that I got to go back and recheck. All right, let me get this back up and going. Oh, and Toy Den Nerds are the other ones I plug a lot.
Yo, SMS. So sweet, man. I should do something similar, lol.
Dude, you do more than I think anybody does. You are basically my MST3K of music and late night fun. That's the only way I know how to describe you. Like I said, the only thing missing is the movie theater. The Space Mafia had me rolling. That's probably my favorite one of all so far, is the Space Mafia. So if you guys don't know, please catch Spaceman Steve Douglas Friday nights, midnight Eastern, 11 o'clock Central. I think I have that right. It is an absolutely fantastic stream. You guys have to catch him. Also, do not forget tonight, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not hanging around for the prize list, go drop in on Moneymaker. Wish him a happy birthday.
Gonna hit my desktop, doodie.
And hopefully Nerdy will be back after Thanksgiving. Hopefully. I thought he was going to be back the last week of November, but I may have been wrong. In addition, just as a quick reminder, as Bubbles is down in Florida,
has dwindled considerably since I started watching the show.
means I'm doing my job. That's what that means. As Bubbles is down in Florida, and I do not have a family here in St. Louis, and you guys are my family, so to speak, I will probably be doing a Thursday stream. It will not have any prizes. This will be the one exception where I don't give away prizes on the show, because basically I've got one that I have to test. I have one game that I absolutely have to get tested. It should have a Thanksgiving theme. I've got one more question I have to get put together in it, which is being a pain in the butt to put together, because this is one I actually had to go research. And it is, this one's good. And I got one more thing I have to actually add to the slideshow for it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that, it is time for the prize list. And we've had our Thanksgiving, we've had our name list. Tonight's prize list is the test list. We're getting testy with this list. These are all words and phrases that can contain the word test. Let me make sure. They either all start with or end with test.
IQ test. Test 2. Test dummy. Test drive. Test your mic. Test my vision. Game tester.
Oh, give me a minute. My pen just broke. Damn it. I hate it when it does that. Because I got another one that just came off.
DNA test. Testing my patience. Testicles. My test.
I don't think ickles counts as a word.
Math test. Blood test. Test tube baby. Driving test. Johnny test.
Oh, it was Johnny Quest. Was there? Oh, there is a Johnny Test. That's right. There, it's a cartoon.
Test
Johnny Test.
Urine test. Testament.
Oh, and she even said it right. That was great. That was great. She even said it right.
Taste test. Exam test. Drug test. Blood test. Test flight. Drug test. Test lab. Drug test. LOL.
No, you've already had the codify once, Justin. We're not going to send them back around twice.
Test pattern. Lab test.
Now, Bubbles, you do realize this is a prize list, right?
Test sample. Urine test. Testation. Test rat. Test your wits. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, young mommy, how we doing, my dear? Make sure I didn't miss one. Hold on.
Breast test. My dad and uncle are answering.
Oh, okay.
Test time.
All right, I will let it slide then. So basically, Bubbles is trying to win a prize for her dad or her uncle.
Hello, mommy test. Blood test. Sugar test. Paternity test. Hey, fatality. 10 out.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that. Oh, fatality was here.
High test.
I am doing well, young mommy. Like I said, I feel good. I'm going back to work.
Test.
As soon as I basically get Bubbles' car fixed, hopefully my check will, my loan check will be here tomorrow. Hopefully, although it may not get here till Wednesday. Then I can get it to the bank. Then I can get the bank to put it in the account, and then I can get her car taken care of.
Test dummy. pH test. Fittest. Test signal. Stress test. Sound test. Hottest.
I like you thinking outside the box, KTG.
Fun stuff, LOL. Testicule.
No, ticule does not count as a word. Ickles does not count as a word. Just to let you know, somebody already tried that.
Terms test. Popularity contest. Contest. Product test.
I gotta give it to KTG. She put the contest first.
Test flight. Test my patience. Test flight. Prostate test. Down. Gay test.
Gay test?
Testimony.
Nope. Imony is not a word, so it won't be used. Always remember that, ladies and gentlemen.
TTV.
Always remember that the word that completes it are full words. IQ test is probably about the only exception to this. So for a minute, ament would count because No, I don't even think ament would count. I'm trying to think if there's a mint word.
Whistle test. Testifier.
Imony is not a word, so it would not qualify. If fire is not a word, so it will not qualify.
Star test. Test word.
Tested would have worked, for instance, because it is a word.
Testiness.
Always remember, you all will always use a full word or phrase in association with test.
Testamentary. Hearing rest. Testosterone. Loyalty test. Attest. Testimony.
Nope.
Hearing test. Test drive.
I gotta come up with a character for this hat. I do. Just basically some dumb hick. Ooh. He'll be my dumb country bumpkin cousin. And then I'd have to like get the beard for him. He can be Uncle Earl's brother. Yo, that might work. He'll be the sober of the Uncle Earl family. And she's quit speaking. Now I gotta pay more attention to the chat. I think we broke the voices. I hate it when that happens. Yep, I think we broke her voice. And we're down to 12 minutes. And again, for the prize list, after it hits quad zeros, we do give out hints. No, it does happen on occasion. It's basically, I don't know what causes it, but every so often she will literally stop talking. And there is no rhyme or reason to it. There is no rhyme or reason to why it just quits. So again, if I'm not paying attention to you guys on the screen, I apologize. It's one of those where I actually have to start paying a little more attention to the chat on YouTube. The protest one would have been good. If I didn't have contest, protest was going to be the one I was going to use. Nope, not yet. Testing, time test, good guesses, but not what we're looking for. So again, we are looking for words or phrases that start with or end with test, and we are down to 5. And always remember, ladies and gentlemen, the word or phrase that you will be adding is a complete word or phrase. The only exception was the IQ test, and I figured that one was just going to be so easy I wasn't really worried about that one. Tester wrestler. So HBK, you should be ashamed. KTG came up with that before you did. Is Andrew Test, I think. I think that was the name they gave him. And we are down to 9.5 minutes, and then we start giving out hints. And again, we will give out hints until all 5 of these are off the board. The whistle test. And I still have to figure out which damn theme song is copyrighted. I got hit with that twice. They're basically, no problem with it, just can't be watched in Germany. And it's like, really? Tetris, is that like the new Russian video game? Water test. Ooh, I like that one. I don't want to know what that one is, Mike. Mayor, I do not want to know what that one is. Well, officially I do, but I don't. I have a suspicion I know what it is, but I won't say. Ooh, Turing test would have been a very good one to use. Turing test would have been a very good one to use. The hair test. You pull on it, if it comes off, it's real. Turkey test. I know that phrase from somewhere. Where do I know that phrase from? Where do I know turkey test from? Nope, HBK and the mayor on the same thought pattern, just not the right thought pattern. No, Osterone does not count as a legitimate word. Except maybe on Mr. Mayor's shopping network. Speaking of which, when are you going to bring back the HBSN? I haven't seen the HBSN on your show in a while. See, I told you I watch. I just lurk more often than I don't say anything. Is it HBSN? Yeah. HB Shopping Network. I think. The prostrate test. Only after you get old, like me. Nope, not a beta test. Not the test pilot. The Wonderlic test. Ugh! The most overrated testing thing in the world. Why the NFL uses that, I do not know. All right, Yoda, have a good one, my dear. And we are down to 5 minutes. Oh, I just saw it. KTG, I'm going to give you that one. Test market or test marketing, I would have taken either or. Now, I will tell you guys right now, one of these phrases starts with test, the other three end with test. The EBT. EBT would have been a good one. Oh, I like that, Mr. Mayor. I like that one. You're not fully clean unless you're test fully clean. Now the question is, which test are you taking? There are so many ways I could go with that line, but I'm going to keep it PG-13. I'm going to behave because we're trying to do this for those of you that have family that are sitting around enjoying Thanksgiving. So we are going to behave. A lot of good ones, a lot of repeats. I'm biting my tongue on the testfully clean one. I really am. The smell test is actually a unique one. That would have been a good one to sneak in here. I like the smell test one. The Wimmis? You gotta explain that one to me, HBK. No, that one guy already beat you to the taste test, HBK. Tested time would have been a really good one to use. Alright, we're down about 3 minutes, and then we'll start giving out a hint for the last 4 if nobody guesses them. There we go, that one guy with the litmus test. I saw acidic test, I saw a couple of others that were in the pH test. But I did not see litmus test. Alright, we are down to 2 words, and I will tell you guys right now, one starts with test, or no, we're down to 3, sorry. One starts with test, 2 end with test. I don't know, that would probably sound like the unsafety test. That would sound more like the unsafety test. Now this is going to be weird because basically I gotta like read the answers. Whoever's going to be viewing this video on YouTube archives isn't going to be knowing what a thing I'm talking about when I'm looking at the answers on the screen. Because my woman's not talking. And that one guy on a roll put to the test. So we are down to 2. Test the brakes is not there. So we are down to 2, and we're down to about a minute left, and then we'll start giving out hints. I really thought put to the test was going to come off earlier. Nope, it wasn't there, Justin. Trust me, I did a Google search a long time ago. It did not come through. Because that was the one I thought I had seen and it wasn't there. I should say a webpage, chat search. Alright, we're down to about 30 seconds and we will give you guys the hint for the last 2. The Heath test. Test Heath. Oh, KTG jumping in at the last minute with number 7. So we are down to the last one. And you guys are going through this right now. Between you and the board. This is a competition, so to speak. You want to find out who's the... Well, let's go with that for now. You're having this between you players and number one. One of the two of you is going to get the better of the other. Nope, not test your wits. If you're having a competition between two individuals to see who is the strongest in a certain way. There we go, Bubbles. Test of will. You're having a test of wills. So we had test of wills, contest, test pattern, test marketing, IQ test, test tubes, screen test, test drive, put to the test, and litmus test. So ladies and gentlemen, that is our list of getting testy with this. Now with that, let's see how many we've got here. That one guy has 3. KTG has 2. Nope, KTG has 3. Bubbles has 2. Justin and Eminem each have 1. So with that, we're going to start with that one guy. And he gave me the first one off the board, which I think was the easiest. We're going to see if the IQ test is smart enough to hide the prize behind it. Is it behind the IQ test? No, it is not behind the IQ test. And for the first time in a while, I got to go to a different person right off the bat. We're going to turn to KTG. And KTG had the contest. Let's find out if the contest gives us a winner. Are there a winner? Are there any winners in this contest? There may be. Hey, Vidor, how are we doing, my friend? The contest is not our winner tonight. All right, now we have that one guy with 2, KTG with 2, and Bubbles with 2. And as Bubbles is playing for somebody else, Bubbles, I need to know who got test of wills, and I need to know who got test pattern. So who got each one? And while we're waiting for Bubbles to answer that for me, we will go to that one guy again. And we're going to go with the one that we're going to go with the one he gave me first, since he gave them to me pretty much back to back. As you guys know, litmus paper turns something red. We're looking for the blue prize board. Is the litmus test going to turn blue? No, it's not. Hello again, Yoda's Dream Girl. Did you unbreak your computer? Alright, just so I know. And Danny. Alright, just so I know, but we're going to do Bubbles since it's her name on both of them. And we're going to start with my father-in-law and see if he is our prize winner with the test pattern. Is the test pattern going to light up in multiple colors for prizes? No, it is not. So, we have KTG next with 2 to go. It could be worse, Yoda. It could have been like Microsoft. Microsoft, for some reason, basically said that I was logged in on my phone, and I don't have any Microsoft apps on the phone. Although it may be on the iPad. I may be logging in through the iPad. Francisco, we are wrapping up tonight's Tuesday night edition of List Wits. We are basically the only live interactive game show on Live from PlayStation and on YouTube. And basically every Tuesday night, we run 3 lists, one of which is a prize list where you can win one of our small prizes. And then Saturday night, we basically run a list for a prize, and we run a couple of game shows that also have prizes to them. Tonight, like I said, we're wrapping things up. We're trying to find out who won our prize tonight, and they will be able to choose one of our treasure chests and get something from the Smalls collection. All right, and like I said, we have KTG left with 2. She gave us test marketing and screen test. Let's see if the test marketing comes enough together to put together enough people that want to give KTG one more prize. Is test marketing our prize winner? There it is. KTG is our prize winner tonight. I thought it was in blue. I guess it's in yellow. KTG, congratulations, my dear. What is in TV? This is basically one of our word lists. And basically what it is you can see the word test in quotes. And basically all of our prizes, all our items on this list had the word test in them. I was waiting for somebody to say that. Somebody drug test KTG. She's actually gotten lucky. She's gotten 2 lists in a row now, I think. Yes, Vitor is basically, I don't care where you are. I will ship to you if you are the winner. Again, I have shipped stuff to Belgium. I have shipped stuff to Ireland. I have shipped stuff to England, Canada, the United States, and I think that's where all my prize winners are from. I'm trying to remember if there's anybody else. Ireland, England, Belgium, Canada, the U.S. Yeah, I think those are my 5. I think. You think you should try for Christmas presents, huh? Well, you gotta. No, I had somebody ask me if I shipped to Australia. I haven't had an Australian win yet. I had somebody ask me if I shipped to Australia. But they did not win. At least I don't think I've shipped to Australia yet. No, I had somebody ask me if I shipped to New Zealand. It was not Australia. All right, KTG, congratulations, my dear. And with that, my dear, there are 79 items in the prize pile. This is again our mini prize pile. These are some of the smaller things I find lying around. So for instance, there are keychains, little wrestling bits and pieces. There's a Christmas ornament. There are a couple of mini statues. There's a model, the Gundam figures. The 2 extra chess pieces that I own that I already have. And like I said, I'm still trying to figure out where the second Blackfire piece came from, because I know I didn't buy one, but I've got one. Nope, I have never been. The closest I've been has been the UK. Alright, KTG is going for number 35. So KTG, behind treasure chest number 35, you are getting the last of the belt buckles. The last of the belt buckles, which is over here, because I just had this out yesterday. But it is basically the little mini belt buckle, or actually it's decent sized one. There we go. With the wolf picture on it. And there you go. It is hard metal. So KTG, congratulations, my dear. The belt buckle is yours and is now added to your box. Like I said, one of these days I'm going to get these boxes shipped out, I promise. Well, now you have two. The other one is the engraved one. That is the photo version. Oh, I know, Justin. I just never got around to fixing it because it was like one of those minor bugs. So it was one of those that's just never been on my to-do list to take care of. Ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up. Whoop, I gotta go open my prize list now so I can get the belt buckle off of there. Bear with me 1 minute, folks. As I always remove the prize list before I go, just so I don't screw up like I did last time and have something on there that was already worn out. There we go. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you guys for joining us. Again, I will probably be back Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, with a game or two. I don't know yet for sure how many or what types. There will be no prizes going out on Thursday. I basically want to limit that to Tuesdays and Saturdays and big episodes. And because this is getting put together like at the last minute by me, I'd just rather have a little fun, talk with you guys, enjoy ourselves. Thanksgiving. So again, if you got family, don't watch the football games. Come on, have a little fun, test your knowledge, test your trivia skills, test your word skills, so on and so forth. So ladies and gentlemen, with that, we're going to wrap things up here. Again, I want to thank you guys for joining us. Again, we will be back on Saturday with the regular episode, and then back on our regular schedule on Tuesday. And again, once we're done, go drop into Moneymaker's stream. Wish him a happy birthday. And with that, we're going to wrap things up. And as always, you can't win if you don't play. And to play, all you got to do is use these. Working this part of the body out is great, but without this, it doesn't really mean much. So ladies and gentlemen, with that, we're going to wish you guys a good night, and we will hopefully see you on Thursday, and if not, we will see you guys on Saturday. Until then.